The Phantom Whistler, a stalker from the shadows. Jacqueline Cadow first heard it on a humid Louisiana night, just as she was drifting to sleep. A slow, eerie whistle, high-pitched and deliberate, floated through the air outside her bedroom window. Her body stiffened as she strained to listen. Had she imagined it? But then, there it was again. The same haunting melody, played as if by an unseen spectre. She rushed to the window and peered into the darkness. Nothing. Just the swaying trees and the chirp of distant crickets. Her mother, hearing Jacqueline's distress, assured her it was just the wind, but Jacqueline wasn't convinced. What would you do if you heard an unexplained whistle outside your window every night? The whistling returned the next night, and the night after that, always just beyond her window, always the same sinister tune. As the days passed, the whistler grew bolder. He began whistling earlier, letting the tune linger in the air, taunting her. Then came the phone calls. A raspy voice warned her that harm would come if she married her fiancé, Herbert. Her family was terrified. They contacted the police who patrolled the property, but found nothing. They even got a fierce guard dog, hoping it would scare away the stalker. But the whistling never ceased. The dog barked and growled at the empty night, but the unseen tormentor remained unfazed. Would you be able to sleep knowing someone was outside, watching you in the dark? One evening, Jacqueline and her mother returned home to find something chilling. Their door, which they had locked before leaving, stood ajar. Inside, the scent of something foul and rotting clung to the air. Nothing was stolen, but every room seemed disturbed, as if someone had wandered through, taking their time. Who or what had been inside their home? Determined not to let fear control her life, Jacqueline went ahead with her wedding plans. As the day approached, the whistling became more urgent, more desperate. It seemed to follow her even when she was away from home. Then, on the night before her wedding, the calls stopped. The whistling ceased. The silence was almost more unsettling. On her wedding day, she braced herself, half expecting the eerie tune to snake through the air as she walked down the aisle. But nothing came. No whistling, no calls, no shadowy figure lurking in the distance. It was as if the whistler had vanished into thin air. Jacqueline moved away with her new husband, and the nightmare faded into an unsolved mystery. What do you think happened to the Phantom Whistler? Did he move on to another victim, or was there something else keeping him at bay? Though the whistler was never caught, whispers of his chilling tune still linger in Louisiana folklore. Some say he was an obsessed stalker. Others believe he was something far more sinister, a spirit bound to Jacqueline until her marriage freed her from its grasp. And on quiet nights, when the wind dies down, some swear they still hear the sound of whistling echoing through the trees.